Good evening, children. Today we are going to start with the physical property and the chemical properties of halogens. Physical properties. Physical properties. Fluorine and chlorine are gases, and bromine is a fuming liquid. Fuming liquid. Iodine is a solid. So moving down the group, gases, liquid, solid. Next, they are colored compounds. Halogens are colored compounds. Halogens are colored compounds. Fluorine is pale yellow color. Chlorine is greenish yellow color. Greenish yellow color. Bromine is reddish brown color. Iodine is deep violet color. So purple color. So these are the colors of the compound. Why they are halogen compounds color? Because they absorb the light from the visible region on excitation of outer electron from one level to other level, lower energy to higher energy. It absorbs some colored compounds from the visible region. Next one is melting point. On top to bottom, the melting point increases. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine, bromine, iodine. Melting point increases. Melting point increases. Why it is increases? Because of atomic size increases. Atomic size increases. That's why melting point also increases. Next one, fluorine and chlorine are react quickly with water, where iodine and bromine reacts very less with water, but they are react strongly with carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, hydrocarbon, etc. Bond dissociation enthalpy of chlorine greater than bromine greater than fluorine. The reason is the interelectronic repulsion between the small non-bonding electrons between the 2p orbital of fluorine. That's why the very easy to break the bond between the fluorine. Already the outermost shell electrons repel each other, so less energy required to remove the bond between one fluorine and the other fluorine. That is why the bond dissociation enthalpy of fluorine is less when compared to bromine and iodine. Right? Next I am going to tell you about the oxidation state. Oxidation state. Mostly all halogens have minus oxidation state. Mostly all halogens have -1 oxidation state. What is meant by -1 oxidation state? The ease of gaining one electron, that already we discussed in the last class. But chlorine, bromine, iodine exhibit +3, +5, +7 oxidation state. So now we are going to draw the electronic configuration diagram to explain this one. 3s, 3p, 3d, 2 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electron configuration is ns2, np5. This is the valence electron. 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3s2, 3p5. Right? This is ground state configuration. One unpaired electron containing one unpaired electron. Okay, so it is +1 oxidation. Account for because it needs it containing one unpaired electron. It will be able to pair one, so it oxidation containing one unpaired electron account for plus 1 oxidation state. First excited state, electron from the 3p orbital promoted to the 3d orbital. 1 2 3 4 5, right? One electron from here, okay, shifted to there, so one electron, therefore containing 3 unpaired electrons are called as plus 3 oxidation state. Next one, second excited state. One more electron promoted from 3p orbital to 3d orbital. 1 2. Now there are 5 unpaired electrons. 5 unpaired electrons account for plus 5 oxidation. That means unpaired electrons will gain one more electron to form covalent bond. That is why plus 1 oxidation state. Then third excited state. One electron from 3s orbital get promoted to empty d orbitals. 1 2 3. Totally 7 unpaired electrons. Account for plus 7 oxidation state. In this way, chlorine, bromine, iodine will get plus 1 oxidation state, plus 3 oxidation state, plus 5 oxidation state and plus 7 oxidation state, right? So 7 electron, for example, in the case of IF7, iodine heptafluoride, in this case the 7 fluorine, that also I will tell you interhalogen compound also possible. Okay, so 7 fluorine covalently bond with the unpaired electron. 7 unpaired electron present in iodine. If iodine here in IF7, iodine have plus 7 oxidation state. So it covalently bond with 7 fluorine like this. Fluorine. This is the pentagonal bipyramidal shape. That and all we will discuss later part of this class. From the last diagram, I have explained that one unpaired electron, 3 unpaired electrons, 5 unpaired and 7 unpaired electrons. These unpaired electrons will pair up with the neighboring atom to form molecules. They are covalently bonded with the neighboring molecules to form neighboring atoms to form molecules. For example, in the case of IF7, the oxidation state of iodine is 7, is plus 7. Oxidation state of iodine is plus 7, IF7. For IF5 also there are 5. In that case, oxidation state is plus 5, which means it is bonded with 5 other electrons. IF7, the structure is like this. This is 7 fluorine atoms react with covalently bond with iodine. Each fluorine oxidation state of fluorine is -1 because it does not contain any vacant d orbitals. So it contains only -1 oxidation state. Other halogens have variable oxidation state. Okay. So that is why IF7 is possible. Iodine, when compared to iodine and fluorine is most electronegative element and iodine is less electronegative element. So they themselves form the interhalogen compound. Iodine and fluoride is interhalogen compound. The most electronegative element and less electronegative element share their electron to form new bond, new molecules. That is called interhalogen compounds. Next one is The plus 4 and plus 6 oxidation state occurs in oxides and oxyacids of chlorine and bromine. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 4 in this halogen family, all the plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 and plus 5, plus 6, plus 7 oxidation state are possible. Then one more thing is interhalogens. The reactivity of interhalogen compound is due to their lower bond enthalpy and high electron affinity. The reactivity is due to lower bond dissociation enthalpy and high electron affinity. These two are the reason. Because the interhalogen compound, the bond is weaker, so it can easily break. For example, in the case of fluorine, the bond is weaker because the inter-electronic repulsion in the outermost shell is high between the two fluorine atoms. Therefore, they easily break. Less energy is required. That's why they are highly reactive. And one more thing is high electron affinity. Tendency of gaining electron is also more. That is why they are highly reactive. Halogen compounds are highly reactive. They react either metals as well as non-metals to give various compounds. Halogen compounds are strong oxidizing agent. Why they are? What is meant by oxidizing agent? The ease of gaining the electrons is called as oxidizing tendency. Reducing tendency means the ease of giving the electrons. The metals are very good reducing agents, and these halogen compounds are highly oxidizing agents. Oxidizing nature: fluorine greater than, chlorine greater than, bromine greater than, iodine. This is called oxidizing nature. Fluorine easily gain 1 electrons, but after that it will not gain more electron. Inter-electronic repulsion will be more. Therefore, more than 1 electron is not possible in fluorine. So the oxidizing power of fluorine is high. Next step, the interhalogen compounds. They will form interhalogen compounds because of the electronegativity difference between the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Iodine can form IF5, IF7, IF3, etc. Bromine can form BrCl3 and these type of interhalogen compounds are possible. So fluorine is a very strong oxidizing agent. I explained that. So it oxidizes halogen of higher atomic number. Halogen may be chlorine, bromine, iodine here. Here halogen may be bromine and iodine. Here halogen may be no halogen. So here fluorine gains electron from the halogen readily to form the molecule. So in this equation, fluorine is a very good oxidizing agent. Here chlorine gains 1 electron from the halogen and form molecule. So chlorine is a very good oxidizing agent. Same time bromine gains 1 electron from this iodine and it will form iodine molecule. So it is also a oxidizing agent. But priority sequence, fluorine is the very good oxidizing agent. F greater than Cl, greater than Br, greater than I. So this is the thing. So one more thing is this halogen compound reacting with oxygen. The oxidizing nature of halogen compound in aqueous solution decreases down the group. Fluorine readily react with water. Fluorine F2 plus 2H2O, it will give 4H plus 2F2, 4F minus plus O2. So it readily reacts with water and gains electron. Therefore, water releases oxygen. Therefore, it is a very good oxidizing agent. One more thing, suppose halogens react with HX plus halogens Cl2 plus water, it will gives the halogen acid and hypohalogen HCl plus H2O. HOH, okay. Chlorine, HCl, 2HCl. 2HCl plus O2, 2H2. HCl, sorry. The ready acceptance of electron is the main reason for oxidizing nature of halogen. Fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent. Fluorine, gain chlorine, bromine, iodine. This is the order of oxidizing nature. Oxidizing nature. Fluorine readily gains one electron. After that, it will not gain any more electron. That is why fluorine is a very strong oxidizing agent. Okay. Fluorine react with other halogen F2 plus 2x minus, because fluorine oxidizes other halogens of higher atomic weight to form new compounds, interhalogen compounds. F2 plus 2x1, Cl2 plus 2x minus, Br2 plus 2I minus. It will give 2F minus plus x2. It will give 2Cl minus plus x2. It will give 2Br minus plus I2. X may be chlorine, bromine, iodine in this case. Here X may be bromine or iodine. Okay. So this is the oxidizing nature. Fluorine can oxidize the remaining halogen compound. Chlorine can oxidize the remaining compounds. Bromine only oxidizes iodine. This is the oxidizing order. Oxidizing nature, ready acceptance of electron from the least electron, from the higher electronegative element to lower electronegative element. Okay. Next, in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution, these halogens, the oxidizing nature of these halogen in aqueous solution decreases down the group. From top to bottom, the oxidizing tendency decreases. For example, F2, 2F2 react with 2H2O. It oxidizes water molecule, ionizes water molecule with the help of its oxidizing nature. 4F minus plus 4H plus O2. This is the reaction. Suppose chlorine react with water. X2 react with water. It will give the HX plus HOX. Hypohalic acid and hypohalous. So chlorine, bromine and not oxidize the water molecule. They form hypohalic acid and hypohalous acid. Next one is iodine. Iodine is a strong reducing agent. 2I minus plus 4I minus plus 4H plus O2 gives 2I2 plus 2H2O. So it is a very good reducing agent. When conversely, fluorine is the strong oxidizing agent and iodine is the strong reducing agent, because on moving down the group, oxidizing nature decreases. So iodine combine the two ions into molecules. So these are the things today learn. Next class we will discuss the remaining thing. Thank you. God bless you.